Fellow Dominican Manny Ramirez is one of Papi's best friends, and when Manny became a U.S. citizen in May, his teammates did a little something to honor his newfound pride.
When he got his U.S. citizenship and he took the field that day, we gave him a flag, and he took the field with left field and ran out there with the United States of America flag in his hand. It was pretty cool.
I even have an 8x10 up in my locker that has Manny carrying that flag, and he signed it for me.
What a moment here at Fenway Park. A standing ovation for the newest American citizen, Manny Ramirez.
Then suddenly, as May turned into June, Boston began to slide.
We left spring training, and I think we really believed we were very good. We came out of the gates playing well, and we stumbled for about 3 months.
Strike three call. Veritek disagrees, and he has to come in as the wind blows it back toward the infield. He dropped the ball.
There were struggles. We played 500 for 2 or 3 months, and we were getting reamed. There was articles that we could be the biggest group of frauds that baseball's ever seen with this payroll.
Another frustrating defeat for the Red Sox.
Complicating the situation was Nomar's nagging Achilles heel injury. Out longer than expected, it became an unwelcome distraction for Red Sox Nation. To make matters worse, the Red Sox had to play a late June series with the Yankees, who were pulling away in the AL East. New York won the first 2 games, and the finale no doubt gave them an overwhelming sense of dominance in what many felt was the game of the year. Pedro took the ball looking to change the Boston fortunes, and right from the outset, he tried to send a message.
Pedro Martinez has hit Gary Sheffield. He's taking it very personally as he heads down to first base.
But the Yankees were not intimidated.
A monster shot by PORTADA, and the Yankees lead 3-0. Grounded sharply, diving stop by A-Rod, gets to his feet, fires, got it.
Okie Reese on the run into foul ground. Can he make the catch as he tumbles into the seats? He does. A 2-run home run for Manny Ramirez. It's 3-2 New York.
On it went into the 12th, where Derek Jeter turned in the play of the game.
Fast out goes Jeter to run it down. He goes flying into the crowd after making the catch.
For Boston fans, the script was far too familiar. For just halfway through the year, the Yankees seemed a cinch to win the American League East.
Flaherty hits it in the air to left field, and the Yankees will win it in 13 innings. A crushing defeat tonight for the Red Sox and the sweep by the New York Yankees.
We didn't lose anything. We played a great game, and we take more from this game than we lose.
As difficult of a loss as it was, when it goes good, and it's going to go good, we'll be that much better because of this.
Having underachieved for the past few months, Boston trailed the Yankees by 7 games at the All-Star break. Off to Houston went a trio of Red Sox to represent their team, unaware of the impact they would have.
From the Boston Red Sox, first baseman David Ortiz. Pitcher Curt Schilling. Batting fourth from the Boston Red Sox, left fielder Manny Ramirez.
You see, the All-Star game now decided home field advantage in the World Series, so the Red Sox unknowingly would help their own cause, starting when Manny faced a familiar foe.
And it doesn't get any better than this.
0-2 pitch. And that's ripped into left field. Back at the wall, it's caught. Home run, Manny Ramirez, 3-0 American League. Way back, goodbye, home run, All-Star game.
It was a great feeling. I mean, it's my first All-Star game, and I'm very happy that I hit a home run, and that's what people like to come to watch, homers.
So the Red Sox sluggers have accounted for 2 home runs in the same spot in the lineup.
The All-Star game was a blast, but now the Red Sox resumed play with a plan.
We're just trying to go out there in the second half and have fun and stay healthy. We just want to get into the playoffs, and once you're in the playoffs, anything could happen, and that's the big key for us right now.
Soon after the break, Boston faced an imposing challenge when the Yankees came to Fenway for a crucial 3-game series.
Yeah!
The Red Sox now trailed New York by 8.5 games, but a struggling Kevin Millar tried to pick his team up when he opened his stance and delivered.
Swing and a high fly ball to left field. Kevin Millar, home run.
That's a major adjustment, you know, in July to go ahead and say, hey, I'm going to hit open in the big leagues for the Boston Red Sox.
Here's his pitch.
Swing and a drive, deep to left, way back, home run. So Millar turns the boos into cheers.
I opened my stance up, things start clicking. Next thing you know, you get a 3-home run game.
Deep to left.
Amazing.
And there it is, the third home run of the night that ties up the ball game.
But in the end, Millar's gallant effort was all for naught.
A pop-up, PORTADA has run, and the Yankees win.
Final tonight, Yankees 8, Red Sox 7. The Red Sox are now 9.5 games behind the first place Yankees.
Close to being out of the race in July, a sense of urgency seemed to take over the team. So much so, they felt the need to play the next game despite heavy rains the night before.
Players marched into ownership and say, we want to play, we feel like we can beat them.
I walked past Jason Varitek in the clubhouse and he said, are they calling this game? And I said, looks like it to me. It's awfully wet out there. He said, I don't care how wet they are, you know, let's play.
And so, the game went on, with the forecast now for more Red Sox-Yankees fireworks. And they erupted in the third, when Bronson Arroyo faced Alex Rodriguez.
Alex Rodriguez is drilled. He says something to Bronson Arroyo.
The guy dives out over the plate and hits balls 500 feet to right center, so I'm going to try to get in on him.
I told him in choice words to get to first base. And then it changed from him yelling at Bronson and yelling at each other, and then things got out of hand.
Varitek and A-Rod going at it.
Varitek's our leader, and someone you don't want to mess with.
This only heightens the anger between these two teams.
I mean, it was just one of those long days at the ballpark, which turned out great for us and kind of got us back on track.
After the fight, the inspired Red Sox staged an incredible comeback, culminating in the ninth when Bill Miller faced Mariano Rivera.
Now Miller's sitting on a 3-1 pitch. Driven in the air to deep right field. Back is Sheffield. The Red Sox win it.
It's a huge win for us, and it'll be bigger if we make it bigger. And we let this catapult us and we do something with it, that's what will really make it big.
That walk-off home run kind of took the Yankees by surprise. It really energized us, and it set the tone for things that might happen later in the season.
And the Red Sox come from behind to win it over the Yankees.
To me, that was the first sort of inkling we had that things were completely different this year, that was really the beginning of what turned out to be a miraculous season.
I think we went 2-0 that day. We won the fight. We won the game. That's a 2-0 game. You can't go 2-0 usually in one game.
We have a fight, we come back from a big deficit, and boom, we got to win. So if you have to look back at one game, that would be it for me.
In the rubber game of the series, the only punch thrown was a knockout blow by Millar.
There's a drive to left. It's long gone. Off the Coke bottles. Millar continues his heavy hitting. 4 home runs in the series. 7-2 Boston.
And Folk racked up his 16th save.
And the Red Sox have won it. They take the series 2 games to 1.
Still, there was cause for concern in Red Sox Nation, and a bold move 1 hour before the trade deadline added to the intrigue.
You know, it's with mixed emotions that we see Nomar go. He's been a great Red Sox, one of the greatest of all time.
The shockwaves from trading a Boston icon were felt throughout baseball, especially by the man who pulled the trigger on the trade.
Trading a player the caliber of Nomar Garciaparra is not something that should be done lightly. If it didn't go well, it would negatively impact the franchise for years to come. Not to mention my life, not to mention my career.
That night, in talking with him, I knew he was the loneliest man in New England and quite probably the bravest man.